Why should people become feminists? To answer this question, an understanding of feminism must be achieved. Feminism has been perceived as being a bra-burning, man-hating, and women-loving cult, but is rather a gender-neutral movement. This means it is a movement for both women and men's rights, since both genders face sexism. It is defined as the support for women's rights on a political, social, and economical standpoint that is equal to men. It is beneficial to the life of women and men. By becoming a feminist, support is provided for destroying gender roles, accomplishing equal pay, and granting reproductive rights. We will be reviewing how gender roles affect different sexes, as well as the cultural differences, how men make quite a bit of difference in pay compared to women who may be doing just as much work as the men are, and how feminism supports each and every woman a right to her own body. To begin, gender roles play a big part in the way people view feminism. Gender roles refer to behavioral norms specific to a certain sex. Gender roles vary throughout different culture but exist in almost all societies. Examples of a gender role would be dressing a girl in pink and a boy in blue, or that women do all the cleaning and cooking. In a documentary by Vanessa Engel, a couple was interviewed about who does the cleaning. The woman responded that she did because it was her job. Psychology of Men found that throughout all societies, the male gender roles are typically being a provider and a protector. Even though there is nothing wrong with this, many males and females feel as if it is expected of them to act a certain way, which isn't. American Physiological Association reported that studies have showed men and women are very similar when it comes to thinking ability, leadership, and personality qualities. Therefore, women and men are capable of doing many of the things, but society expectations may be preventing it. Feminists are trying to eradicate these expectations. It's been perceived in media that feminists judge women who stay at home and clean, but rather they support people doing whatever they want. Feminists aim to allow men and women to be treated as equals and to destroy the idea that men and women can only do certain things. By becoming a feminist and supporting the end of gender roles, everyone will be benefited by being granted the ability to do as they wish. Feminists view men and women as equals, and by stopping gender roles, they may be treated as equals but not paid as equals. Next, I will discuss the difference in pay in men and women. Today, men are still being paid more than women. According to Catalyst, there was a survey that showed the average annual earnings of a full-time, year-round woman worker in 2012 was $37,791, and a man's was $49,398. National Women's Law Center also reported that for every dollar a man makes, a woman makes 77 cents more. Higher education cannot be blamed for men. Actually, 77 cents less. Okay. Higher education cannot be blamed for men being paid more, since women who come straight out of the college experience still are faced with a 7% wage gap compared to their male peers. Feminists are trying to bridge the gap between men and women's wages, but it is a slow progress. About 50 years ago, the Equal Pay Act was signed into law by President John F. Kennedy, and it states that equal pay must be provided for equal work, yet men are still making more for doing the same work as women. The feminism movement is a major contributor in the fight for equal pay. The National Women's Law Center have developed two acts, Paycheck Fairness Act and Equal Employment Opportunity Restoration Act, in hopes of achieving equal pay. By becoming feminist and supporting the movement, help will be provided to accomplish equal pay, which will benefit women everywhere. Feminists also fight for reproductive rights. Now I will discuss how feminists view the right for women to make their own decisions about their body. Many feminists believe a woman has a right to her own body and to abortions. The argument about abortion still rage on, and many feminists have spoken about it. Feminists believe that an abortion may be a necessity to many women. Anne Lamott helped explain the feminist point of view. As a Christian and a feminist, and this is quoted, "As a Christian and a feminist, the most important message I can carry and fight for is the sacredness of each human life, and reproductive rights for all women are a crucial part of that. It is a moral necessity that we not be forced to bring children into the world for whom we cannot be responsible and adoring and present. We must not inflict life on children who will be resented. We must not inflict unwanted children on society. The Feminist Majority Foundation also further explained that abortions may be needed when a pregnancy puts a strain on a family's emotional, physical, or economical well-being. Many feminists claim that women will get abortions anyway, legal or not. Feminists agree that women should be allowed the legal right to make their decisions safely. Feminists fighting for the legal right to abortion will benefit many women's lives and help their well-being. There are many campaigns in the feminist movement that deal with abortions. According to the Feminist Majority Foundation, there are campaigns that expose fake abortion clinics, which are usually run by anti-abortion volunteers, to encourage women not to have an abortion and ridicule her. They also associate with the National Clinic Access Project, which tracks violence against abortion clinics. By becoming a feminist, support for these organizations will be given, which in the long run will help women make sure that they are ready for a family, and if not, to ensure a safe abortion. To review, the feminism movement aimed to rid our society of gender roles so there will be no judgment in what men and women decide to do, to provide women with equal pay for doing equal work as their male peers, and to ensure safe abortions and grant women the right to their own body. Women are no less worthy than men, and it's the same for men being no less worthy than women. We all have our own roles in a household and in a family. A man may choose to be a stay-at-home dad who does all of the housework and watches the children, cooks and cleans, while a woman may be a full-time worker who pays the bills and does all the masculine things that many men do in America. By becoming a feminist, the movement will gain support to make these changes to further advance our society to a safe, equal place. Help is needed to make any real change that could benefit not only women but men's lives as well. And here, I just have a picture of an example of feminism and John F. Kennedy and all the women surrounding him. See that, audience? I know. My head keeps blocking. Thank you for watching.